I'm Jimoein. I've been a comedian for over 30 years, and life on the road can get a bit lonely. So I want to return to simpler times. So I'm heading out the road with good friends, camping, glamping. No hotels, no theatres, no supplies, no plans, no worries. My companion this week is author-comedian Georgie Caroll. Oh yeah, and she's a nurse.
Where are you taking me? Tamworth.
Tamworth.
I've heard of it.
So we camp one night, glamp the next.
Am I camping?
You're camping and glamping, yeah, absolutely. I don't know what there is to do at Tamworth, I'll be honest with you.
I've seen a big guitar.
Yeah, there's a big guitar.
We can do a big guitar. Do you know what I've often learnt when I've been camping? That I don't like camping. So let's see if you can make me love it.
I really enjoy the long car rides. The conversations always lead to unexpected places.
Weird how ghosts only come out at night. Like.
No, goats don't come out.
Ghosts never come out in the day.
Really? Okay, we're going to Google it. Are goats not...
Not goats.
What?
Ghosts. Isn't it great when people get words mucked up?
My friends, they went for a drink. Their friend said, that stands to reason. And she thought she said, let's dance Teresa. So she's up dancing, and she thinks, oh, why is she not joining me?
Oh, let's dance, Teresa.
And why is she calling me Teresa? My name's not even Teresa. I also love travelling the country in a car because you get a glimpse of people's lives and how creative they can be. Like these makeshift mailboxes on the side of the road. Keeping up with the Joneses, really. We can't stay too long. Still got to find where we're going to camp for tonight. I think I found the perfect spot.
Jim, where are we going?
Not much further. This could be good. This is looking
By
promising.
good, do you mean there's a hotel round the corner? First of all, you're driving me into the woods.
Yeah.
Then we get out the car. You've got a bag and a shovel.
Yes. What's your question?
Jim,
Yes.
question. I trust you and everything, but why have you brought me in the woods with a shovel?
Oh, yes. This is the toilet.
Somehow that's still not a relief.
If you need to go, you just take the shovel and you head off, and I don't want to know.
I think I'm not going to the toilet till I get back home.
Yeah, you say that now, but when nature calls, nature calls.
I've got a use for the shovel now. Just put me in that environment. I got a lot less patience with you.
Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's a testing.
Testing our relationship. Is this my rest time?
I'm just showing you how you do it, how you get your back into it. All right,
It doesn't look like it's the way that anybody does anything, but let's...
Then you start where are you going with the you start leveling this bit out.
like this. As always, if you want a job doing properly, you get me to do it. Get a woman on the job.
Yes. What does that say? If you want to talk about getting something done, ask a man. But if you want to get something done, ask a woman.
That's right. Also, full disclosure, if something happens to you in the night, I will eat you.
Oh, I'll bear that in mind.
It's an honour, really.
It's like putting the sheets in the bed.
When did you last do that, Jim?
The best conversations I ever had with my mum was putting sheets in the bed. They were always like, so what are you going to do with your life?
Do you know where I have the quality conversations? In the car.
In the car?
Because the kids can't escape.
Oh, yeah. No, this is the canopy.
No, I think it's just like a thing on the floor to stop the water coming up or whatever happens in nature.
But what if it rains? Do we
If
not?
it rains, we're booking in somewhere.
Fair enough.
Have you bought food?
We'll get on to the food in a minute. Just get camp set up first of all.
You right there, Jim?
I'm doing the fire. I'm getting the fire started.
So long as you're up to date with the news, we're fine, are we?
Well, I'm waiting for the wood. Oh, that's a big bit to bring.
When it comes to camping,
Yeah.
the fire is the nice bit of the day, isn't it?
This is it. This is the highlight.
I love how proud you are. Isn't it strange how you tell people things that you wouldn't tell them any other time in front of a fire, just looking at the flames, dancing.
I feel kind of hypnotised.
I used to be a bully.
Used to be a bully, me too.
Did you?
That's one of my biggest regrets. One kid I bullied when I was young.
What did you do? What was the...
Oh, I would have been maybe 5 or 6, and I was very small.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And then we would punch on, but he was a lot smaller. I made that kid's life miserable.
If fighting at 5 is your worst thing.
No.
You're a good man.
I did get a chance to apologise to him.
You did?
I met him again at home, and we were sitting, and he just sat down with a pint and started staring at me, and he went, "You really made school hard for me when I was a kid." And I said, "I'm really sorry." And it's troubled me, to be honest, for a large part of my life. And I apologise.
The rain's coming.
Yep.
Into the swag. All right, Jim, I'm gonna need you to dig me a big hole. And whilst you're gone, where do I plug my straighteners in?
There'll be no straighteners.
So we're doing this for reals, Jim?
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm a mess, man. I'm a mess. I'm gonna emerge from this cocoon a beautiful butterfly.
That's a nice image, just a lovely image.
You do.
What if the goats come out at night?
Jim. Jim.
Huh?
I think I just heard a goat.
A what?
I think I just heard a goat.
A goat, a ghost, a ghost.
You were asleep then. How are you sleeping in this?
Yeah, I love it.
Tell me a spooky story about ghosts.
Goats? About goats.
Okay, this is how you get to go to sleep. You promise me this. Next time, take me somewhere swanky. I'm never doing this again.
Tomorrow's swanky. Tonight, camp it. Tomorrow, glamp it. And tonight, shut it. Shut it.
No night, Jim.
Good night, Georgie Caroll. Right, well, that's the camping out of the way. Now we glamp it. Now we glamp it.
I'm so happy I trumped then. Love the fire. Ready for a bath. And definitely ready for the loo.
So, we're off to the G'day Parks Holiday Park in Tamworth for a bit of luxury and relaxation. And I hope this rain doesn't wash away the outdoor show.
This is glamping, mate. This is 5-star, mate. 5-star. It's warm, Jim. It's warm. Fires are romantic, aren't they?
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
I mean, the split system. No one ever opens up in front of a split system. You won't propose in front of one. You look like you're paying homage to it. Go on, try and open up to me. Try and say something meaningful.
You've got a point. I'll give you that. Oh, yeah. Lovely morning.
Ah, you're doing a bit of fake Insta. Bit of Finsta. Hashtag blessed.
And it's pretty clear this rain is not going to let up.
We got a show later.
We've got to find a venue because if it's raining, we can't do it outside with the caravan. See that photo of Tamworth? That could be the closest we get to seeing it if this rain keeps up.
Look, if I can enjoy sleeping in a swamp, we can rock that.
I wouldn't mind getting a cowboy hat.
I've never had a hat that makes me look good, never.
So we decided to set off in the rain, see the sights and get some hats. But first, I had to find somewhere indoors to do the show. I want to find Frank from G'day Parks. I was in his garage and then it hit me. Let's do the show in here. Could we move these? Could we?
Yes, they can be moved.
Have you got anything for a backdrop that we could use? Like as a... Well, this is kind of nice, isn't it, really? This is kind of... If the stage was here. Frank said we could even use his classic Austin car on stage. Georgie was keen to get into town, but I just love footering around in a garage. All right, boys, we'll see you later. So our adventure into Tamworth begins. A little rain's not going to stop us from seeing the big golden guitar. Georgie didn't seem too impressed.
It's just a bloody big and golden, Jim.
As a guitar lover myself, I couldn't wait to meet up with Barry, who runs the National Guitar Museum. Well, it certainly is, actually.
Well, I've got one that I'm going to get you to sign, but you want to have a quick look at the Guitar Museum?
Yes. Oh, this isn't it. There's more to it.
That's not it. That's not it.
All right, I thought it was just one guitar.
Keith Urban started his entire career on the streets of Tamworth as a busker. 2 years later, he was in America, and 10 years later, he was a superstar.
Give us a song.
It's basically that.
Slim Dusty, who's known as the father of country music, and these two guitars are the last two guitars that Slim actually played on the road.
Okay, you're into guitars, so I knew you'd like the Guitar Museum, but I got something out of it. I loved you doing stunts in it.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock a guitar.
That's John Williamson's 50-year-old $5,000 guitar there.
How much was that guitar worth that you nearly kiboshed?
A lot less
You
now.
just don't think things through, do you?
Well, frickin' let me go in there. Sorry. Joke goes wrong. Joke goes wrong.
Now, as a memory of your wonderful visit to Tamworth, we'd like you to actually sign so we can genuinely install Jimoein into the Guitar Museum.
Barry, I need some intel. I've really liked wearing this hat. There's got to be a hat shop around here somewhere.
Well, being Tamworth country music capital, there's several shops down the main drag.
Well, Barry, we can't thank you enough. It's been gorgeous here. We're going to go buying hats now. Do you measure my head?
Nah, you try them on like buying shoes.
All right, no, that isn't how you buy shoes. Howdy there.
That's it.
I like the foam thing. Have you got one without the foam? Oh.
But that's something if you want to stand out. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's you. That is you.
This says, I own a winery and a ranch. If I don't get any fatter, will my head get any bigger over time? Is this a forever hat?
It should be a forever hat.
She keeps doing stand-up, her head will get bigger for sure.
That's it, yeah. You walk differently when you got a hat.
Do you know how you stop someone line dancing?
No.
Cut their thumbs off.
Can we split the bill, please? Do you feel better in it? Like, I feel like I could do anything in this hat. You want me to run your business? You want me to corral your horses? You want me to do all of that now?
But you're all hat and no cattle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not actually better at things. I just look better. The thing I like about this is, right, if you do those big gigs, all the backstages look the same. Like this is, we did this for people.
It's harder to get a smaller group of people laughing than it is to get a larger group of people laughing. I did a tour to, on average, 4 people a night. And one of the first gigs was there was 5 people, but when I went on stage, there was 4 people because I was one of the 5. I was so miserable, but it was really good for my act. At the end of that tour, I did 30 gigs. At the end of that tour,
You were broke.
No, I was a better comic.
It is the games you lose that make you better, isn't it?
I was a better comic. Bit of a compact car, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not even trying to get my arse in it.
I say this now. I say this before the gig,
Yeah.
but it's a challenge for me to do a gig like this, and you know, this is the ones that are memorable.
Yeah, when people ask you gig stories, it's these ones, isn't it?
No.
when-
I had it. Like, I had gone to quite a bit of effort to do that. Leave it there.
Leave it there.
Don't touch.
All right, we'll have sides. We'll have sides to this. My favourite feeling, you know, like when you're writing a show and it's hard and it's not working yet?
Mm-hmm.
You know when it all just clicks and then you've got like an hour of something that you didn't have last year? Something that nobody else could write?
Yeah, but you have to do the run. You have to do
Yeah, you have to be, in the evolution of anything amazing, there's a point when it's terrible.
Mm.
And then when it suddenly clicks, I feel, I get excited.
I love a new guy. It's like a new toy, isn't it? Like when I get to the part of my act where I've got the new joke, I'm like, wait, hey, I can't wait to do it. Other parts of my act, I'm like in disbelief that they laugh at it. If we're ready now, let's
Let's
I
get
gotta
this show
change
on
my
the
shirt.
road.
I gotta change my shirt. And we'll do it. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage a big warm hand for Jimeoin! Hi, hey, how are you? I have 4 kids. I have 4 kids with my first wife. None with my second, because I'm still with my first wife. I was doing homeschooling with the kids. I was shocked at what they didn't know more than anything else. My son didn't know what a double take was. I was like, what? Do you reckon the first time the Rolling Stones came on stage, it was infested with mosquitoes and flies, and Mick Jagger just wasn't expecting it? You can see how that joke could be really good if there was a bigger crowd. All the way from the UK, give her a big warm hand, the one and only Georgie Caroll.
It's so funny because when Jim walked in, he was like, "This is perfect for a gig." It's so interesting for a bloke, isn't it? I looked at it and I thought, "Oh, it's like bloody Wolf Creek. This is what they're going to do to me." I don't know much about Tamworth, but I Wikipedia'd it. It looked all right. We did come at the worst time, didn't we? Oh my goodness! It's rained consistently since we got here, and we've got cabins, but he put me in a swag. I feel like we're bonding, Tamworth. I feel like we're bonding. Yeah, I got a 15 and a 16-year-old. The 16-year-old. He thinks he knows everything. He corrects David Attenborough. That is some level of arrogance. How do you correct David Attenborough about animals? He invented them. This is the same child that Googled what is Hitler's surname not long back. I told him it was Kardashian. Made for an excellent history assignment.
The song's called Hammered. This song's called Hammered. So we're going to finish the show. We do this in every episode. We try and write or do a version of Waltzing Matilda. I don't really know the words. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a cool apple tree. He sang and he washed and he waited till his billy's born. Come waltzing Matilda. Everyone, waltzing Matilda. Waltzing Matilda, who come waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang, and he walked, and he waited till Come a waltzing Matilda with me. What's the swagman's name? What's the swagman's name in Waltzing Matilda? Andy. Andy watched. Anyway, till his Billy boy. Okay. Waltzing Matilda. Waltzing Matilda. Who go a waltzing Matilda with me? And he sang, and he watched, and he waited till his Billy boy. Go a waltzing Matilda with me, with me, we'll see. Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you.
Great show.
It was a good night.
It was a good night.
I'm going to bed. Oh,
Yeah.
good night.
Good night, Jimoein and McEwen.
Good night, Georgie Caroll.
Thanks for inviting me anyway.
Not a problem.
It's been great. Go back to Adelaide in my bathtub. I'll still wear my hat in my bathtub.
See, it's been an honour and a pleasure.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your road trip. Good night, Bobby Sue.
Who else was there? John Boy. John Boy. Who was the other one?
Good night, Mary Ellen.
Yeah.
Good night, Jim Bob. Watch out for them goats.
In the next episode, I take another trip with Akmal to Yamba to continue the adventure.